Welcome back to Real Talk Podcast, episode, I don't know the episode.
186.
Thank you. 186. Today, we're going to be doing another tier list, and we're going to be focusing on actors. It's our second time doing an actors tier list.
Yep.
Our first one was just kind of a general, some of our personal favorite actors,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a lot of big names.
Yeah.
So now we want to get a little bit more niche with it. The actor tier list is one we could do in a lot of different subgenres.
Mhm.
And for today, we're going to focus on actors 35 years old or younger.
We were gonna do under 30 until we realized how little the roster is.
What does that say? I don't know what that says about Hollywood right now and building up stars.
Here's my theory on it. This is a little rant because ever since they introduced de-aging effects, resurrecting actors using CGI, I feel like that has ruined younger actors' chances of getting newer roles because, hey, look, we can just CGI Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
We don't need to get a younger actor to play Luke Skywalker. God forbid. These actors will become these characters after they fucking die. And that's a sad reality with modern technology and how studios are using it, is because actors our age or a little bit older aren't getting as many roles as actors in their 20s and 30s back in the 80s.
That's right.
So that's my little rant.
Because I think, yeah, let's say in the 80s, in the 90s, if we were making this tier list, it'd be a lot easier to find some names.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
So here we go. Actors 35 years old or younger.
Some good picks.
Ranked.
Shout out to you. You got some good picks here. So what are we going to start with? We're going to start with
Jacob Elordi.
Jacob Elordi. Okay, this fucking guy. We got two actors who played Elvis in this list.
Yeah, that's
Obviously.
crazy. That's crazy, right?
Hey, look, it do be like that sometimes. This guy's in Euphoria. He was in the Priscilla movie. He was in a few other movies.
The last movie I saw of his was Saltburn.
Oh,
left a really bad taste in my mouth.
I don't blame you for that.
I think he's a good actor,
Yeah.
but Saltburn was tough. But I liked him as Elvis, though.
You liked him as Elvis.
Just a little bit more.
He's not the best actor to play Elvis in this list. That's the sad reality.
He's not. That's the thing. Saltburn, I fucking hated that movie.
Do you think he gives a nuanced performance in his roles, or do you think it's more just he looks good?
I think it's more of that than anything.
Yeah.
I think his actual performances are just a bit cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Yeah, replaceable.
I would say C tier for him, if anything. I
agree.
You know, because like
some competition on this list.
Yeah, and
he's not a bad actor by any means.
No, obviously
but
not.
I think it's very much relying on the looks,
the looks and everything. Especially because like I remember like people talking about Euphoria. They talk about him, as well as many other actors, because that's an all-star cast of like younger actors, right? That's their outlet. It feels like that show was like a lot of people's outlet into like some of these stars and stuff. So
it feels like shows in general are becoming like how you get into like how you become a Hollywood star these days.
Right.
Not the only actor on this list known for a show before they became popular in Hollywood.
Absolutely.
In film.
Yeah.
So I think that's becoming like where these young actors kind of make a name for themselves.
Yep.
Versus maybe like in the 90s and 80s where these stars were becoming stars on film, on the big screen.
There are some rare occurrences. Like I remember Michael J. Fox was in a sitcom, and so was Travolta before they got big. But it wasn't as common as it is now.
No.
Feels way more common now due to streaming services and whatnot.
Yeah. Next.
Jeremy Allen White.
I love Jeremy Allen White.
He's fucking great. I remember watching, what was that wrestler movie called?
Iron Claw.
Oh, dude, he was so fucking good in that.
And
brought a tear to my eye, man.
And he, way before that, like I watched him in the show that oh my god,
The Bear?
No, before that.
Oh, was he on that everyone's gonna kill us because it's a comedy.
Cook me.
William H. Macy's in it too.
Yes,
it's with the family.
Yes, I watched the whole show, guys.
I'm gonna put a picture.
The TikTok brain rot that I have cannot tell me that Shameless. The name of the show was Shameless.
There we go.
I watched the whole thing. Somehow couldn't remember the name. Anyway, he was great in that show. He's the best character in that show.
Best character?
Like like performance wise,
Mhm.
he's a really nuanced character. He's having like a hard time with where he's at in his life,
Mhm.
and gives the best performance, I would say,
Hell yeah.
of that whole show. Really, really memorable supporting character.
Mhm.
The Bear I saw as well.
Yep.
It's an incredible show. Like the way they're able to portray the anxiety of a kitchen
Yeah.
and give you a grounded look into this like Michelin star chef world.
Right.
I don't really have a film comparable.
There's not too many because you don't really not a lot of films or shows explore that environment.
I'm telling you, there's like you could make a masterpiece set around this Michelin star world.
Mhm.
With this you could make an uncut gems
Dude.
with this kitchen. Like in the show, they do it already.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Oh,
But I
man.
just think like telling like a a 2 hour story or an hour and a half story with that kind of pacing and anxiety set around like this restaurant world
Yeah.
would be so cool. And I hope it's coming.
You know, this is where the TikTok brain comes into my place now because I'm thinking live action Ratatouille.
Yeah, no, no,
Jeremy
no.
Allen Wright. He's got Remy on his head. What the fuck are you doing? He throws the rat. You don't know how to fucking cook, man. That's
Brain rot.
brain rot. Brain rot. Sorry, it's a pattern. I'd give him A or S tier.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I actually think he's one of the best. He's like a top 3 actual actor on this list.
Yep.
I want to give him S.
I'll
I
give
really
him S.
do.
I'll give him S too.
I really do.
Zoop.
One of my favorite young actors working today.
Yep. Which is a great transition because now we have Anya Taylor-Joy.
One of my favorite young
One of my
actresses
yep.
working today.
She started with The Witch. She's been in a ton of films since then.
Hits.
Holy shit.
Hits. Not only that, has shown her versatility.
Yeah.
Has shown with Furiosa, Love It or Hate It, that she
Oh
could
my
be
God,
a
yeah.
leading woman
Yep.
in an action film
Mm-hmm.
and do it convincingly.
I feel like she's also going into bigger films, and it doesn't feel like a lot of younger actors who try to get into bigger films and stuff. It's very daunting.
Yeah.
But she was in Furiosa before that. She was the voice of Peach in the Super Mario Brothers film. Fucking huge.
Right.
That's a big deal, especially
People
for
don't
like
even
a
talk
lot of
about
younger
that.
actors and stuff. And before that, she was just in a lot of Robert Eggers' films, and her main being The Witch, but she was also in The Northman as well.
Yeah.
More of a supporting role, but still like giving it her all. And I feel like every performance I've seen her in really stands out from not playing the same type of role. Because that's another common thing too with actors in general, regardless of young and old. You're typecast a lot. You're doing this again. You're doing that again.
Thank you. Someone like a Jenna Ortega, who we have on this list,
Yeah.
plays a lot of the same roles.
Yeah.
I think Anya Taylor-Joy's done a really good job of picking her roles well
Mm-hmm.
and not being typecast like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even in Queen's Gambit, like
Yeah.
she got really popular off that show.
She did. Yeah. That was a Netflix show too. A lot of praise from that.
She was great in that show, and over that series, you could there was more time for her to sit with that character and see that character arc of Beth Harmon. I really enjoyed that series.
Mm-hmm. There was another film that she was in I remember watching way before. It was called Thoroughbreds. I just wanted to make sure because the title's weirdly titled, the way you spell it and stuff. But it was her and another actress, Olivia Cook. And they both do a really good job together as like being like co-stars amongst each other. I don't know. I thought that was a really good film too. It was under the radar, but
She's never bad.
no,
She's never
she's really
bad.
not.
Like even in a film that I'm not a huge, like The Gorge, I just saw the one with Miles
Oh
Teller.
yeah, she was in that.
She's still good in it.
Yeah.
Like she's still good, convincing with the romance, convincing with the actions parts of it.
Mhm.
It has to be S, right?
Yep, I'm putting S. I'll put her next to Jeremy Allen White.
I put her ahead.
Put her ahead, fucking A.
I think the filmography is a little bit.
She has a more impressive filmography.
So far.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, and especially considering she's younger than Jeremy Allen White too. It's very impressive what she's doing.
Yeah, acting
Oh
ability.
my God, Split. She was also in Split, and she's amazing.
Good
in that.
was she in Split? We
Even
didn't
in
mention
Glass,
that.
that piece of shit one.
Yeah.
She's probably the best actor alongside James McAvoy in that.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Okay, we're off to a great start. Next one, we got the other Elvis actor, Austin Butler.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, he's up there for me. He really is. I'm
gotta
sorry.
be.
Like he went from Disney Channel star to like
Yeah.
in some of the biggest movies, and he's playing roles that when you look at Elvis, it's just like, oh, because he's the good looking guy and stuff. But even some other roles, he's playing some weird ones, and I fuck with that. He's going beyond what a lot of people might assume from
Hmm.
him, and he's just doing what he feels like is right for him.
I agree.
You know?
Look, and Elvis, yeah, I'm sure some of it was probably, oh, they got the good looking guy,
Yeah.
but he nailed Elvis.
Oh yeah,
You
dude.
like you see the side by side comparisons
Hmm.
of some of the mannerisms,
Yeah.
or like he nailed Elvis,
Hmm.
the voice, the everything.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily feel like he was doing an impression.
No.
I believed it throughout the whole film.
Yeah, especially that one scene where he's yelling at the colonel live on stage and stuff like that. That is such a unique moment because if you don't get the accent right, if you don't get the impression or the mannerisms right, that just looks tacky.
Yeah,
You're just watching like, oh fuck, like you're rolling your eyes. A bunch of TikTok people are like, dude, this shit's cringe. But no, it's so convincing.
yeah. And before Elvis, what was he really in that would have convinced you that he could play Elvis convincingly?
Nothing.
Nothing. But he rose to this occasion.
Yeah.
This Disney Channel star rose to the occasion of like, I'm getting a chance to play Elvis. I'm gonna go all the way with it, change my voice for like a year,
Yeah.
and like and do the best I can.
He's
And I think
probably
it changed his life.
Oh, absolutely. He's one of the few actors where because his voice is so different in every fucking role. Because you get Elvis, you get him in Dune. Holy shit, he's so different in that,
Highlight of noon,
and
yeah.
also a small role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Right?
Because his voice is so different in that too. I'm like,
Yeah.
that doesn't even sound like your regular voice because you see him in interviews and stuff. And obviously, when Elvis came out, he sounded like Elvis still. And I'm like, okay,
How much
okay.
of that was him like, this is gonna be a thing that people talk about in my press run? Or was he actually like struggling to change his voice back?
Bro, I don't fuck. I'm not a method actor. We just talked about how Val Kilmer, like during The Doors as Jim Morrison. I don't know.
That's what I think about that sometimes. I'm like, was he just because if it was just like for the press run, I
Yeah,
think that's extremely clever
I think so too.
because it's like free promo marketing. People are gonna talk
Yeah.
about how I still have an Elvis voice.
Yeah, I think it's more press. Deep down, he's probably like, "Fuck, they know.
Regardless,
They know my
yeah.
they know my trick."
Who you-
Oh shit. Nathan and Matthew from Real Talk Podcast, they know my trick. Like, yeah, I'm sure he's checking that out.
we might have just exposed them. And I'm sorry if we did, but regardless,
My film from 5 years ago, they found out. I don't fucking know.
regardless, I applause to you because
Yeah.
if it was a marketing stunt, it was great, and if it wasn't, then you invested your life into this character, and I really respect that too.
Exactly, and he has more amazing career films to come. I'd put him A or S. This is man, we're going high, but
It's gotta be S, bro.
uh, I don't. I feel like Jeremy
Maybe it's
Allen and
A.
White.
Maybe it's the high. Yeah,
Let's do high A for Austin Butler. Do high A.
yeah.
People are like, "What?" But you just said S. You know what's awesome about this too? You know what's awesome about this too? Every actor on this list has super fans.
Yeah,
So if this reaches out to any of them and we go below A or below B, oh
I know because it's the TikTok age, right? So like
yeah.
every single one of these actors has TikTok edits of them like looking in the camera in slow motion and shit like that. You know?
Yeah,
So
I
it's like I
mean,
know the super fans are out there,
yeah,
but
I mean, it was no different for when a lot of younger actors from the 80s did it. They just, different formats.
exactly.
It's just different fucking formats. Let's not act like this is next one on the list is Mia Goth.
Oh, what do we
We
think?
talked about X. We talked about the X trilogy. That was the one that most recently I remember watching her in. Were there any other particular roles that you saw from her that you were like, fuck, like,
I
okay,
can't say I've seen a lot more, but the X trilogy, I think, kind of
really
showed her
changed her voice too.
changed her voice and showed her potential.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why I haven't seen her in something a little different
Hmm.
or bigger.
Yeah. I remember she was in this film with one of the Skarsgårds. I heard that was like, I believe it was called Infinity Pool. Saw clips of that, and
Okay.
both of them are fucking insane in the movie in terms of like just going above and beyond because it's a more chaotic type of movie. And the energy and performance overall when you have an actor like that, it's kind of like, does this just all look fake? You know, they're just trying so hard. They're trying too hard,
Mhm.
and you're not convinced at all. I feel like in Mia Goth's case, like she plays crazy well. She plays
Too well.
crazy well. I mean, like, I don't know what else to say in terms of convincing. It's very hard to pull that off, especially like for actors in general. Like, I don't know.
She plays crazy really well.
Mhm.
Can she do something else?
That's
This is this
is
is
it a
like
typecast?
still
You think it's a typecast situation?
I think it very much could be.
Mm.
That's why I wanna see her do something else so bad. I wanna
Yeah.
see her in a completely different genre
Mhm.
because I think that's the move to bring her career to that next level. Because right now we've only seen her play crazy really well.
Right. Exactly. I understand that, you know. I mean, we've seen actors fall into this category of just playing the weirdest eccentric. Johnny Depp, for
Yeah.
example, he's been Jack Sparrow for the last 25 fucking years and nothing else,
Yeah, a lot of his
you know.
career, he's been playing the weird eccentric, you're right.
And you know, he did do Donnie Brasco. He did do a lot of normal films prior to that, and I feel like Mia Goth might have that as well. We just haven't seen it yet
Yeah,
because
exactly.
of the fact that Pearl X and Maxine were so big online that everyone's just going to assume she's going to do that for the rest of her life, which I
Right.
doubt. I fucking doubt it. I
There's no
would put
way.
her in B tier, if anything.
I like B as well.
B tier.
Next, we have Barry Keoghan, I believe you say
That's
you
a yeah. I
pronounce
was
his
gonna
name?
butcher that fucking last
Is
name.
it
I was gonna say Keoghan.
Keoghan or Keegan? I think people say Keegan.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Again, this guy was in Saltburn.
He's in Soul.
He was doing nasty stuff in Saltburn.
Yeah.
What else was he? He was in fucking
What?
you know what he was in.
He played the
He was
Joker.
in yeah, that's right. He has the cameo in
Do
Batman.
we really count that though? Because I see a lot of people be like, "Well, you know, he was just in it for one scene." Oh, hot take though, I do not like that performance. I do not like
You
that
didn't like that
performance.
one scene?
No,
Was it direction or performance?
it is everything. It's just they could have taken it out.
Oh, I didn't like that scene.
Yeah,
I like it pissed me off.
yeah.
I from what I hear, I don't think that's the direction they're going
Okay, that's
with
good.
the second
I
Batman.
I
I
fucking hope not.
really hope not.
Matt Reeves is not finished the script yet, so anything goes. Like you said, we're gonna be 50 by the time the trilogy is done, so don't
Yeah.
worry about it. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
obviously no confirmations. Matt Reeves is still writing for some reason,
Yeah,
but it just doesn't seem to me from some subtle like interview quotes I've heard him say like I don't think they're going Joker way.
good.
I
We're
really hope they
done.
don't.
We're
We've
fucking
seen it
done.
so much. It's not
So
your fault, Barry. You're a fine actor.
yeah,
He's the kind of guy who plays crazy very well too. In Saltburn,
he had a
he's
great scene in
toxic.
the Green Knight. Remember?
He had a great scene in The Green Knight. That's
I,
right.
I think he plays the nervous, shy, crazy well,
Yeah.
hiding the fact. I remember him from the Banshees of Inisherin. He has a
Yeah, he's in Banshees as well.
great scene with one of the actresses about just like love and stuff like that, and he was just asking her out and just doesn't work out, so he's just kind of like looking down. He's like, "Oh, I guess that's it for me," you know. But it doesn't sound like overacting, you know. It
Yeah.
sounds just like grounded in reality. It's very good when it comes to that, and I give respect to the roles that he's been taking as well. Because look, I get it. For every indie project, for every more lower budget, he does a Marvel film. He was in the Eternals.
Right.
That's fine. You know, you got to do what you got to do. He was in the Batman. He's doing a lot of bigger films. He was in Dunkirk. Remember that? A little role in
Yeah.
that. And you know what? I give credit, man.
Kind of an impressive filmography, actually. Like,
Yeah, I can't deny that. Now, has he had his lead role yet?
no,
That's really solid. Not yet,
no.
which is why I think below Austin Butler, maybe low A tier, maybe low B tier. What do you think? A or B?
Yeah, I put him B.
You put him B.
Not quite A.
I'll put him under Mia Goth because I feel like Mia Goth has that star power still of lead performance. So
I agree.
yeah. Okay,
Next,
let's get into
Jenna
it.
Ortega.
You know what sucks? I recently saw that trailer for the fucking unicorn movie, and
Oh,
it
the
looks like the
24
most
movie.
yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like the most annoying thing imaginable. The whole
Mhm.
cast is there. It's like, oh, the unicorn standing right behind me, isn't it? Like it's that type of humor.
Right.
It's not her fault. She plays the lead in it, and I feel like she's just playing the same character in a bunch. And I feel like a show like Wednesday is what kind of started that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
When was Scream? When was that? Was that before Wednesday? She's
Yeah, I think she was in Scream before
so
Wednesday.
maybe the horror genre she's just been stuck with for her entire career. Because I can't think of a
Yeah.
lot of films outside of that genre that, like, you know.
I know, but she's really good at it,
Okay, fair enough.
in the sense that she's become a big name because of it. And yeah, she's typecast for sure.
Yeah.
I think she does the job well, and I think that when you look at like a box office success perspective, she's one of the biggest on this
That
list.
is true. That is true. On her own. Not like I'm in $1 billion film with this bigger cast and stuff.
No,
Like, no, on her own, people know her. And
and
people are
people,
watching because of her.
yeah, and that's why she's the lead in that unicorn movie,
And that's why she was in Beetlejuice.
and that's why she's in
And
Beetlejuice.
she had her own. Yeah. You know what? This one gets a little tough. I would say probably same in B tier.
Yeah,
B tier.
yeah, it's B because
Where would you put her in B though? Because we got two other actors, Barry Keoghan and Mia Goth.
between them,
Between them, you know what?
because the filmography, you can't put her behind.
She's a better
Barry.
lead. Again,
Yeah.
Barry
Yeah.
Barry hasn't gotten a true lead performance yet that
No.
I've seen
In
that like,
Saltburn, he was the lead, but it was kind of more an ensemble.
that looked like an ensemble.
Yeah.
There were so many fucking people in that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, Mikey Madison won Best Actress. So that might bring it up a bit.
No doubt.
But like we said before with younger actors and stuff, it's like how many roles are people gonna, know and stuff like that? Like I feel like Anya Taylor-Joy, even when she started out, what she has now is so many movies, so many
Yeah.
credits and stuff like that. The issue I feel like is with Mikey Madison is she just started.
Yeah.
She's in her, like, I don't know if Jenna Ortega is younger. I think out of the entire roster, she's the youngest. But still, it's like she has Once Upon a Time, she has Scream, and then Honora.
Yeah.
She does amazing in all three of them. Obviously, Honora's the one that's the most impressive because she's the fucking lead. in
Yeah.
it.
And now she's she's known for Honora. Like,
Yes.
somebody's like, oh, yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
That
the
one
Mikey
scene.
Madison movie.
The Mikey Madison. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Who else was in that? Margot Robbie, Brad Pitt. That's like-
Right. So this is kind of like her Rookie of the Year season.
Yeah.
She just won Rookie of the Year.
Exactly. So it's hard to judge like where her career is going to be after this. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's
think
not just like the post Oscar syndrome. My dad always joked about it, where it's just like, oh, Cuba Gooding Jr. after that Oscar,
Sure.
he was in Snow Dogs.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think it's going to be that bad. I feel like she's going to choose a pretty good role.
Acting ability, nuance.
Yeah.
That I saw in Honora. There's no way that her career doesn't go up from here. That's really what I think.
I don't know why, but in terms of just like her interviews and how she is in the movies is a very Austin Butler thing too, where it's like her voice is so much different
Yeah.
than her characters,
Yeah.
especially in Nora. She's doing that Jersey accent and stuff. So I'm like,
yeah.
I want to put her in A because of that. I don't
do.
know. Like, I'll
The-
probably,
Yeah.
Right
I wanna
here.
Put her in A for sure.
yeah, like again, like big role, Oscar and everything like that. We'll see where her career goes from here. But honestly, yeah, A tier seems about right. Sounds about right.
Okay, next we have Damon Idris.
Yes.
Look, I haven't seen too much of him as of now.
Yeah.
But this one, I'm buying the stock.
You're buying
Because I'm buying the stock, all right?
okay.
Because he is going to be in the F1 movie coming out this summer
Looks fucking amazing.
alongside Brad Pitt.
Yep.
It's going to be a smash. It's going to make all the money.
It's gonna make all the money.
And he's going to have a run after it. I could just see it. I'm telling the future right now.
Yeah.
I think I got to put him, I don't know. I just haven't seen enough from him yet, but I'm
Same.
buying the stock, so I'm putting him B.
Say you're putting B? Okay, I'll put him low B then. You think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fair?
low B, low B,
Low
low B,
B.
low B.
All right, I'm curious.
Here we go now.
I'm curious. Oh, fucking. Is this gonna. Okay, whatever. All right.
Willy Wonka.
It's my favorite actor, Timothée Chalamet.
Timothée Chalamet. Look, the guy has acting ability. I hate his choices.
yeah. Who really wanted to see Wonka?
Not me.
Who? Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah,
but is it
like-
impressive that he did Wonka, Dune, Bob Dylan biopic?
He's doing a lot.
He's a worker.
Yeah.
And I think he's showing a bit of range as well now that he's getting a little bit older. I think he's consciously trying to show that he can have range. And I like that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Here's the thing, though. Oh my god, I'm gonna say this and regret it when like Scorsese casts him in a movie. I'm gonna be
Oh
like,
yeah,
just when I thought I was out,
it's coming.
I know it feels like it too, and I'm just like, I guess I'm gonna watch it. You know what? Out of all these actors, I feel like even more so than Jenna Ortega, he has that star power where people will watch the movie because of him. Hands
100%.
down. It's very rare to get that from younger actors, and fuck.
He's massive right now.
Yeah, it really is just my personal taste in terms of his acting. Like, I'm not a huge fan, but also I can't just fucking ignore the fact that like
He's a box office like he's
yeah,
probably the biggest box office draw here.
because like the Bob Dylan movie made a ton of money.
Off him, he's the biggest box office draw here. Like Tom Holland, off the strength of Spider-Man.
Okay, I count that's Marvel.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. That's
okay.
different. So you have to put him A. No, ooh, you don't like
Okay,
that. You wanted to put him B.
high B, low A. What do you think? I'm doing that. That's my negotiation. That's my negotiation,
I
Nathan.
think let's settle at low A.
Let's do low A. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Neves doesn't like Chalamet. Whoop de fucking do."
All right,
Okay,
let's speed through these ones. Paul
Paul
Mescal,
Mescal.
loved him in Gladiator 2.
He's great.
A lot of upside to Paul Mescal, but I just haven't seen him in that much stuff.
Heard great
So
things about After Sun. I've heard
yeah,
a ton of great things of the miniseries Normal People that he acted with, Daisy Edgar Jones. Fuck, we should have put her on the list. She's pretty good too.
oh
She's been
yeah,
in a ton.
true.
She was in Twisters as well.
Hmm.
Really solid. But yeah, Paul Mescal.
B,
You put That's the thing though. I like him more than Chalamet, but you're gonna
but
do
he
this.
doesn't have, bro. You can't. There's
I know.
levels.
I fucking know he's not that.
I think I put him like next to Jenna and Mia. No,
Yeah, I probably would too.
yeah,
You're pulling. You're pulling me back, Nathan. God damn it. Oh, this is a fun one. Tom
Tom.
Holland. We had him on the other one. What do you think he would rank here? I think he's at least better than Jacob Elordi.
At least
At least.
he's Spider-Man, brother.
Look, he's Spider-Man. I do not look,
Oh
here's the thing.
shit.
I'm not a huge fan of the Spooder-Man films he's done. Maybe that's why I'm a little negative,
I'm not a
Nancy.
fan of much that he's done, but is he going to be in Christopher Nolan's next movie? Yes. S-
He
I'm buying the
is.
stock.
Am I watching it for him or am I watching it for everyone else? That's the thing.
You're not watching it for him, but I actually think he's going to be kind of good in it
I think so too.
because finally he's going to get some good direction.
Wait, what do you think he's gonna be? What do you think he's gonna be in this list? Come on, come on. What do you think?
A,
Where an A?
the back.
I can't believe
Get
you're.
to the back
I
of the
can't
line.
believe you're putting him in A.
Bro, he's Spider-Man though.
He's not even the best Spider-Man.
I know he's the worst one, but he still is. And when I'm looking at this group, obviously our last tier list, I had him lower because I had only ghosts on that tier list.
Well, yeah. If you compare him to fucking Al Pacino and Marlon Brando, like, are you fucking serious? God damn.
This list right here, it's a crime not to put him A, unfortunately.
Fucking low A. Folks, I do not support this. I do not support this at all. This is where, okay, whatever.
Okay,
Zendaya.
now we got his girlfriend.
Zendaya's better actor than Tom Holland. You got to admit that at least.
Yeah,
Come
she
on.
is.
Yeah.
She is. Challengers proved it.
Yeah. She
Um,
got snubbed for that. I'm still kind of cheesed.
do we put her next to?
I think she's
Mikey Madison.
Ooh, yeah, better than Chalamet.
Yeah,
Oh, she's better than she
we can
is.
agree there.
Fucking A.
And our last one,
Florence
is
Pugh.
Florence Pugh.
I really like her. Like even she's in this fucking Marvel film that I'm not gonna watch, but
Yeah.
she's great in. I watched Black Widow with my parents, and I was like, this film's dog shit. But her and David Harbour, they're
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
They're fucking solid in what they're given. And Midsummer was the first film I saw her in. God damn, like she's putting everything, and she's not just doing horror.
No.
That was the only big horror film that really got her out there. And then she's like taking on various other roles. I really respect the fuck out of that.
Yeah, acting ability is high.
It's so fucking high. I really. Oh, where do we rank her? Oh my god, this is the Jeopardy music. This is where we got to add the Jeopardy. Like, oh, where do we put her? Somewhere in A.
Yeah.
I really want to put her somewhere in A. I think as the years go on, she's gonna go closer to S though.
Yeah, I really do think so too. I think we got to put her
High A.
between
Ooh.
Austin Butler
Yeah.
and Mikey Madison.
You know what?
or
Or
ahead of Austin Butler.
you know what? The more I think about
The
it,
strength of her performances alone.
Nathan, I think it's high. I think it's the highest.
I
I
think
was
we got this
I think we
right.
got this right. You know, we argued a little bit. We didn't do any D tier ones because I deep down, I feel like the ones that we chose are solid enough. And the ones that
Yeah.
are D tier, like the sad reality is they're character actors, they're not as big yet.
Yeah, it's like not even really maybe worth mentioning
Yeah.
yet. But
I fucking like this list.
actors under 35, did we cook?
Did we cook or did we fuck up?
Yeah. Let us know, did we cook or cook us in the comments
Yeah.
below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to your boys. It means the world to us. And take care. Brush your hair.
Peace.